for our final part, the whip finish. That is done with a whip finish tool. This is only the fourth fly I've tied, and I have spent probably 3 hours cussing and fighting at this stupid tool. It's not really hard to learn. What a lot of people don't tell you is it's kind of tricky to learn how you have to rotate it in order to catch the thread to get the whip finish to start. The idea of a whip finish is we want to take the thread and lay it back over itself and pull it tight so that the thread tension holds the tag into the thread tight, and we're going to put a little bit of head signal on it just to make sure it doesn't come loose. To start this out, we're going to pull off about, I don't know, 6-8 inches of thread. Just pull straight down the bobbin. Okay, you can kind of see the thread right here. This hook, we're going to lay that on our thread. Then we're going to take the end of the whip finish tool, that part right there, and we're going to lay it on the thread as well. We're going to lift our bobbin up, and we're going to bring it right up next to the fly. All the while, we're going to keep our tension nice and tight, and then we're going to take the bobbin, or the whip finish tool, and we're going to rotate it to the right and up and around the fly. The entire time, what we're trying to do is we're trying to catch the bobbin thread with the thread coming off the fly, like that. And we're just going to rotate it around the fly head about 5 times. A lot of fly tiers will tell you to do this 4 times. They do it 4 times. The more wraps you can get on here, the tighter you'll hold that thread, and the better off you'll be. Then to pull this out, we take the spring-loaded end, and we're just going to pull, 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 pull. And it'll come off. And we'll work it right back in, just like so. Okay. And that, as soon as we get that cut off there, our fly is tied. That's the last step. One thing we have left to do is you can either use head cement, or I like to use super glue gel. That's the stuff right here. You can get it at any kind of hardware store. It's about $2.50 a bottle. A bottle will last you hundreds of flies. Squeeze off the top. We're going to take this super glue gel and we're going to put it on the head. This will do 2 things. One, it's going to ensure that all this head part, we did our whip finish, we have in this case we have the floss tied at the head. It's going to stay together, and you'll be able to catch quite a few different fish in this before it breaks down. Because the super glue is going to hold all those threads together to make sure our whip finish doesn't come undone. Because if the whip finish comes undone, what happens is your thread starts to back out of the fly and everything comes untied. And we're just going to smooth just a little bit of that super glue right there on the end. It's also going to give our metallic green floss a little bit more of a shine to it in the water. Kind of like a bug's eye. Put our lid back on it, and then we're going to take this tool, which is used to clean out eyes of hooks, and it's also used to pick out the down from deer hair or the downy feathers of a part of feather that you're not going to use. I'm just going to run it in the eye, like so, to make sure that we don't have any super glue in there. Right. That is all you need to know to tie a fly. That's all the basic steps. All your recipes use these steps to varying different degrees, and it's all exactly the same. They all have a tail, a body of some sort, a collar or a wing, and most of them either have a bead head or they just do a whip finish to end it all off. That's all there is to it. Very, very simple.